Welcome, everybody, back into the Escape Pod. I'm Julie.
We made it. I'm Charity. We were supposed to start recording,
20 minutes
45
ago.
minutes ago? I thought
It was. No, you're right. It was
45 minutes ago.
10:30, not 11. I
Yeah.
started thinking it was 11. This is how the day is going.
Yeah. This is why the cell is padded. This is why all the things. So what am I escaping today? You were probably going to ask. Oh, I don't even know where to get started. So I won't get started. Instead, we're just going to escape the normal format today. And we're going to just start doing some Would You Rather Escape Artist style because we both need a break. We've been doing a lot of research and writing, and it gets to her more quickly usually than it gets to me, but it's getting to me. So when we're looking at, okay, we could do this topic or this topic, like things that are already in the queue.
I was like, can we do something fun? I'm about to go on vacation.
After the morning I've had, we're just gonna just totally screw around today.
Okay.
All right.
I am up for
You're
it.
down. Let's go. Okay, so question number 1.
Ooh.
I need you to be serious, Oberlander.
Okay.
Would you rather be stalked by a former police officer who insists on showing up at your door with donuts every morning, or have your personal information hacked and used to sign you up for every cat video newsletter on the internet?
I think the word stalked is freaking me out. But is it fairly harmless stalking, annoying, or dangerous? Because I might go with the donuts. I'm not going to lie. And like, my email is already filled up with oodles of things that some of which I even want to open and literally don't have time to skim through even. So I really don't want every cat-related newsletter. I don't even really like cats.
Don't tell anybody. I'm allergic to cats. That's my excuse.
Everybody in my family that I grew up in is allergic to cats.
So did you pick? It's the donuts.
I think I would do. I'm going to hypothetically say that he's annoying, not dangerous. And if that's the case, I'm going with donuts every day.
Well, he's a former police officer, so who would you even report him to?
Fair. Well, they would take a report.
Also, like when I think, well, I can't have donuts because of celiac disease. Thank you very much. So that he'd be missing the mark with me.
Cat videos it is.
And I've been stalked by a police officer. But now, I'm like being married to one. I mean, we've talked about that, how like being married to Tim when he decided to make that freaking career change. And like for the first, it was probably over a year, I'd be see him in uniform and I would just have this little, panic attack. Like my heart would just drop. And
I haven't had those experiences
so maybe it wouldn't
with
be
police officers.
as bad now, but I don't like the idea of having my personal information hacked. For some reason, that feels more invasive because the internet's everywhere.
Right.
Like, I don't know, but bring me something other than donuts, dude. I mean,
like, what would you take daily from a stalker?
dark chocolate and vodka?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate vodka?
It's a thing.
That's
a
probably
new
a thing. So
we could make it a thing. Okay.
Ooh.
Next one.
Okay.
I'm kind of embarrassed that's how I answered, but I mean,
if I could have real donuts.
That's what it
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. I miss donuts. Okay. Would you rather escape an unhealthy relationship by joining a witness protection program and adopting a new identity as a llama farmer? Or stay and try to resolve the issue with the help of a relationship counselor who moonlights as a mime?
Oh,
Could you take them serious? Sorry.
Is my family in witness protection with me? Most likely.
Well, you're escaping an unhealthy relationship, so you're either escaping your husband or your kids. I've never heard of witness protection from your kids.
Pretty unhealthy relationship once in a while. Okay, so this is completely hypothetical.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. But you'd have to be a llama farmer. Llama spit, from what I hear. I don't know if that's true. That could be a rumor.
I mean, I guess I would go with the mime helping me out to fix the relationship.
Would they have like the face paint? Half black, half white. Aren't they like the whole and the leotard? I don't know if I could.
You're going to be a llama farmer?
How would they communicate? They don't talk.
I mean, they'd mime.
How
Hand
would that even
gestures, and
work?
isn't that what they're talented at? Like, you
Well,
get the drift.
I guess 80% of communication is nonverbal, so they just be like
Body
that
language.
other 20%.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll go with that one too. Okay, number 3. Would you rather be falsely accused of a serious crime and face multiple trials while wearing a clown costume to court, or be a juror in a highly publicized case where you have to deliberate in a room filled with inflatable pool toys?
The second one.
Same.
Be a juror in a second.
Oh my God. Deliberate and someone's being, like the opposing counsel is saying something that's just condescending. You go whack them with a noodle.
There you go.
We should get noodles up in here. That'd be fun. I mean, we have amazing staff, so we're not smacking anybody, but
You know how in some countries, this might say something about me, I don't know, but in some countries, like in Parliament, when the politicians get really angry, they will like fight, like fist fight. You've seen videos.
yes, I have.
Sometimes I think it might be the better way of,
Let's just have it out.
resolving
Maybe.
things. I mean, I'm not one for violence 99% of the time, but every so often I'm like,
I mean, but you see it in
you
other
just-
species, not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're animals in the wild will like, okay, let's take someone to the floor or the ground, the earth, and show them who's boss kind of a thing.
yeah.
And you learn.
I'm just saying things might happen quicker.
I think our
Might
HR director probably does not need to hear this episode.
I don't think it would happen here. I'm saying, like, imagine, if you will, for
This
a
is
moment.
all hypothetical. Nicole, listen.
when you were
It's all
on the,
hypothetical.
when you were on the city council,
Oh, God, yes.
if like a fist fight here and there weren't out of the question, like it's part of your society, like in society, it's not abnormal. I mean, you might still be on it. Because you could have, like, given a hi-ho to some people who needed it once in a while.
Yeah, that would have been.
I'm throwing that out there. It's not. We don't do that in America, but I think sometimes it could have helped.
It always
Throwing that out there.
seems like a good idea. And I think it's part of that catharsis of like, I'm going to process this shitty exchange I just had with a really crappy human being and just picture throat punching them,
Okay. You think
But I'm not going to really
enough?
do it.
Okay.
Well, like even, okay, so I got a new car and the front windows are not as tinted as my old car. And I'm having to like make sure I don't flip anybody off because they can see me now. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl.
My windows are pretty tinted. Like
and I'm
more
pretty
than,
tame when I'm driving because it's like, not in my younger days. In my younger days, I was crazy. But, it's just like, okay, it's just easier to let someone be stupid and give them the road than prove them wrong, right? Because they're never, like, idiots are never going to be proven wrong. So it's just worth it. But like the guy I was telling you about the other morning, taking up his time, walking across the street, not at a crosswalk. My finger may have twitched a little. Just saying, he probably saw me. He probably has no idea who I am. So, but I have to be careful.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
get
when you
you.
were on the news, you can run
Yes.
around like flipping people off or,
Correct.
yeah.
It's
always-
not usually my...
No, you hold doors for people and you,
But I do, sometimes my face doesn't lie very well. So I'm sure there have been moments when people are like, she wanted to flip me off.
I have no poker face.
They could see it. Okay, what's the next question?
Okay. Would you rather work as a forensic examiner dealing with the traumatic content of internet crimes against children while dressed as a superhero? Or be a social worker helping children escape abusive homes and navigate the foster care system while riding a unicycle?
Okay, probably B. Not that I can ride a unicycle, but let's take the first half of the question. Chad and I had this conversation, I am not joking, a week ago. roughly, about why there is so much turnover in certain agencies.
Yes.
And people often go into those places. It's not it can be the agency, don't get me wrong, because it is about who you work with sometimes. But it is what they're dealing with.
What they're exposed to.
Yes. It's more that. And so people will get out of college and they'll be super excited.
Save the world.
And they're very optimistic about these very hard jobs. And they last like 2 or 3 years. And my comment to him with Child Protective Services was like, can you imagine me in that job? I mean, I'd be crying an hour in.
Not even an hour.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if orientation
I
took an hour, you might be okay. But
internet crimes against children might be worse.
I couldn't do it.
So I think I would go with B.
Well, I heard do you remember when Holly was in and she was talking about that hunting warhead podcast,
Yes.
and I went and listened to that, and again, highly recommend. The guy was talking, the tech guru was talking about how he's created these systems where it can go and analyze things, but he doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
So maybe there's ways to do that without actually, because that's what I could not do, is seeing a child be abused,
Right.
that kind of a thing.
I would guess
I don't think you'd ever get me off the
some
floor.
of the work can probably be done that way, but eventually I would imagine you are going to have to see it. I guess I would rather, in the would you rather situation you just asked, at least if I were, for example, helping kids in foster care or something like that, I would have the face-to-face, see the human, and have that connection, and that
And you're
would
also helping them
probably
escape.
help.
Yeah.
Versus the screen, and as Holly mentioned, how many victims of that particular crime, they don't even know who they are.
Right. That just
And
seems
so
much
that,
harder.
yep. So I would go with B, even though I am not built for either of those jobs. We
No.
all know this.
Fun fact, Alec Doyle, our original musician for the podcast here, he does know how to ride a unicycle.
Does he?
Yeah, he just
love
decided
it.
to learn that during, I think, COVID.
I feel like I'd have a
why not?
shot at being able to do it in time. Certainly when I was younger and probably had better balance. Now it might be different.
I've never tried.
Ooh,
Could
let's
be fun.
do it.
I think his unicycle's still in my garage, so if you want to have a go,
At the
I won't-
unicycle,
yeah.
not the,
At the
job
unicycle.
that you
No,
mentioned. Yeah, thanks.
no.
Maybe.
Or the superhero costume. You could.
Well, those
wear-
people should wear superhero costumes.
should,
They
yeah.
deserve it. Yeah, I am all for that.
Ooh, this is really pulling from some. All of these have nods to things we've covered, so this is really
Okay.
interesting. Okay, so would you rather have to constantly monitor your children's online activities to protect them from predators while pretending to be a secret agent,
I am
Hashtag
doing
Spygate.
that right now, FYI.
or educate a large group of parents and children about online safety and the dangers of internet while dressed as a pirate?
I'm doing the first one.
You're pretending to be a secret agent?
Uh-huh. I mean, essentially, yes. Because I know things that I don't want to know,
And you can't tell them
and you can't tell them
everything you know or what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, my child knows that I see all the things.
My
Some of
children
his
did
little,
too, yeah.
and we said, you better tell your friends, and he did. He did. I saw the text
Yeah.
that said, by the way,
My parents
are
monitor.
monitoring
Yeah.
this. And for a while,
He didn't have any friends?
no, he had friends, but they were careful.
Okay, good.
I mean, things weren't
But
inappropriate.
good.
Every so often.
Good. Young people should think about who might see their stuff. It's digital. It's there forever.
Yeah.
Be careful. I think that's a valuable lesson.
So I feel like I'm one already. Yes. I don't know, pirate costume or not. I could educate. I mean, I feel like we've done a little bit of that here.
just not dressed
so
up.
just not.
So maybe next time we might be in pirate
we could
costumes.
consider that.
Maybe.
People would watch.
Yo ho ho. Bottle of rum.
What would
all
you
that
do?
crap. What would I do? For sure, monitor
Yeah.
pretending to be a secret agent.
Yeah.
I can be super stealthy. Yeah.
Like one day I came home because the alert that I got said it couldn't send something it thought was suspicious. Couldn't open the link. And I thought that was weird. So when I got home, I just very casually, because the phone was just sitting on the couch, picked it up, started looking through it. My child said, what do you need? And I said, well, I got an alert. This is what it said. I'm looking at what you were doing at 12:30 this afternoon. And it was nothing. What we think it was, it can't always tell the context.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why we have it set very high. So it's very sensitive. And so there are lots of alerts we get that I check them and I'm like, it's fine.
I'd rather have that
Exactly.
than miss the one.
So
Yeah.
it just was kind of funny because he's just like, he said, well, there was like a parody song that is what he thought it was that had funny, it didn't even have bad language, but it was about like bombing something. And he was like, it might have been that. And I said, when did you do that? And he's like, well, yesterday. I'm like, nope, this said today. Well, when I found it was either a video or a picture, I was like, okay, I think it thinks it's this and it's not. Like, that's not what it is. So, any hoodle, it ended up being fine. But yeah, I just very nonchalantly picked it up, started looking through photos and videos. And then I started saying, okay, what were you doing? And then when I saw what it likely was, I was like, yeah, we're fine.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, next one. Would you rather be a survivor of childhood trauma who overcomes addiction and rebuilds your life by becoming a motivational speaker who only speaks in rhymes? You would actually be really good at that. Or be a counselor who helps others navigate their trauma and addiction recovery journey while wearing a chicken suit. Obviously, that's a nod to Chad.
He did indeed.
You guys have met Chad. I'm
suit.
sure if you're just joining us, Chad is our very giant executive director at One Heart here, and he loves to wear costumes. And 1 year was a big chicken suit.
1 year, last year, and maybe the year before.
Care Bears, big chicken suits,
Yeah,
and he's big.
Yeah.
He's a giant
6'4" or
human
something.
being. Yeah.
I would do the chicken suit. I don't want the childhood trauma. I don't.
That's fair.
Yeah. No matter to be a
But you
motivational
survived
speaker
it and overcome addiction.
I know, but I've watched people work so hard here, and addiction is always with you.
Yeah.
And I know how hard it is for me to like lessen my sugar intake or not have caffeine one day. And even the withdrawals sometimes I have from like,
You had to say caffeine. That's all I want today. Is
yeah.
caffeine. I can't have it.
But I think motivate, like in that case, I imagine like cool rapper who goes into
Yeah.
places and like could make their histories like really entertaining, but also uplifting, and a great turnaround story. But yeah, I'm still going to go. I still don't want the childhood trauma. No, thank you. No, thank
That's
you.
fair. Well, I'm not big into chicken suits, so I think I'm going to be
You're going to be the motivational.
speaking in rhymes. Yeah.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, this is a fun fact, an actual fun fact. Julie is the alliteration queen.
Some days.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can just go, hey, hit me, give me one.
We had a lot of one heart, one, all sorts of, I mean, I use it all the time. The name ended up being incredibly helpful for, coming up with other things to wrap around it. Yeah.
So would you rather escape poverty through a series of small incremental changes over many years while living in a tiny house shaped like a taco, or take a significant risk on a single opportunity that could either dramatically improve your situation or leave you worse off, but you would have to wear a sombrero all the times?
Taco house.
Taco house?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, huh?
Your neighbors would hate you.
Taco house.
But I think small steps.
At least you're moving in the right direction.
Yes, and
not risking it all.
And I think when you do things, when things happen quickly, sometimes the fall is quick too, right? Whereas if it's a little bit at a time, I think
Yeah.
it tends to be more lasting.
Yeah, more stable.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I would agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for us to debate heavily on one of these. Okay. It's got to be coming.
Okay.
Would you rather be involved in a high-stakes legal battle to clear your name from false accusations while your lawyer is a ventriloquist, or work behind the scenes as a lawyer defending someone else in a similar situation while wearing roller skates?
B.
Dang it. That was mine too.
I mean, I would, if I thought somebody were innocent and I had those skills, I'd probably have some lawyering skills, but not enough.
Think about roller skating across the courtroom.
Yeah, that'd be a great
Objection!
roller
I mean,
skate.
that'd be hilarious. Just like, vroom, vroom.
Were you a big roller skater as a kid?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't a big roller skater, but we had an armory where they did skating every Friday, and that was fun. Like, that was a
They
fun
had
way
a
to
place
spend
out
a
in the
Friday
valley
night.
that did that. I don't know. I think there's a roller skating rink by where my friends moved in Florida,
Okay.
like an actual one. I don't think we have them here anymore.
I don't think so either.
Okay.
We could bring one back.
No. Would you rather be a podcast host sharing your personal experiences with trauma and escape while broadcasting from a bouncy castle? Or be a guest on a podcast discussing your journey and the lessons you've learned while sitting in a bathtub full of rubber ducks?
Are the rubber ducks covering all the things? If I'm covered by the rubber ducks, here's the thing. Charity has been very good about sharing her trauma. I mean, we know. I like to say I've had a pretty vanilla life. There are a couple of things that have happened that I will not talk about on here. And so I guess I'm in the bathtub with
In the
ducks.
bathtub?
Yeah, but lots of ducks. People, you're not seeing anything but my head.
Well, the way I read this is it's a bathtub full of rubber ducks. There's no water. I think that'd be really comfortable having a duck kind of in your, in your parts. I'm going to go bouncy castle on this one. Plus, I've been all doing the other stuff.
Yeah.
So I would just have to learn how to have breath control while I'm. Yeah, I could do that one.
Also, bouncy castles, I mean, those are prime places for like broken ankles and
Why you gotta take the fun out of it?
concussions. Because
Why?
that is something that happened to
Why?
me. An inflatable obstacle course and I.
Broken ankle?
Course 1, Julie 0. It was not broken, but I thought it was. It was.
Oh, boy.
It was sprained so badly. Shout out Justin Pizzera, who,
Justin.
we raced. Our partner,
Oh.
a partner agency, Youth and Family Services, does an amazing kids fair
Oh,
every year.
this was at the kids fair.
And leading up to the
Did
kids
you guys do
fair,
this on TV?
it was recorded.
Oh boy.
And I don't want to go so far as say it was traumatic, but it really, really hurt. And I was on crutches for a week or two. And it was a terrible sprain. I did go to urgent care. They had to x-ray it just to make sure.
Okay, you get the bathtub, then I get the bouncy castle.
Okay.
All right, last one. Would you
Me and the
rather help a
ducks.
friend escape an abusive relationship by providing them with resources and support while dressed as a wizard, or confront the abuser directly to protect your friend while wearing a giant inflatable dinosaur costume?
Well, I have to go
Ooh.
with the wizard because
I'm going dinosaur.
I think
Because you could, think of just the tail. You could.
if I saw something in the moment, regardless of
Confronting an
how I'm
abuser?
dressed, I don't know if I would be able to not. But fun fact, one day, somebody, not too long ago, somebody was playing what I thought was just not appropriate music at something with kids. And I didn't just go tell them directly. I told somebody who could tell them directly because I was like, I don't want to cause a scene, but can we change it up? And but a friend of mine who is a lawyer, she said, I went and told him, change the music. And I was like, good for you. I was so embarrassed I couldn't just do it myself. So that's why I'm thinking like I might have to be the behind the scenes
wizard
person,
behind the scenes.
wizard behind the scenes. Yep.
I don't know. I get fiercely protective.
Yes. Well, I
my
haven't
friends.
seen it in the moment. I think there's a chance I would too. I do. But
that brings up like a good PSA for the day. Like if you're seeing, like I was listening to a podcast this morning where all these people come out of the woodwork after a child goes missing from a bicycle and say, oh yeah, there was this guy following that girl on a bike. Why didn't,
right.
And then it's like, especially if it's at a distance where you can kind of tell if it's a kid's parent, you can kind of, there's just something like if you're feeling weird about it, report it, intervene, like throw a rock at their damn wheel. I mean, I don't know, do something, a stick. Oops, sorry about that, pal. Like, let's have a talk here. Oh, wait, I thought you were my cousin. I don't know, just distract them. And if it's the parent, they're going to say, something, call their kid over or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. It just, I just think about all those. We just live in a society where we don't want to judge. The J word is a bad word, right? We don't want to make someone out to be creepy because we could look weird or have attention drawn to us, and we just want to all go under the radar and not have any adverse impacts of doing these things. But what's the worst that could have happened?
Right. Another
You could have saved a kid's life.
kind of pet peeve of mine is seeing videos where obviously somebody was busy taking a video instead of
Doing something, taking action. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of that we're seeing nowadays, though, is AI generated. There's so much AI generated BS out there.
Yeah. It's fair. You're right.
So,
But
like, it's hard, but there are ways to tell.
Yeah.
And but if you see something, do something,
Yeah.
say something. If you don't have the courage, which is, I get it, for our stories and the things that make us who we are, sometimes we're not brave in that moment to do something because of things that have happened to us in the past, and that's okay. But you can call for help. You can
Well,
we that
like mandatory reporters in schools and this and that. I did a training once where, and I wasn't a mandatory reporter at the time, but I was in on something where they just said, you say something and let somebody else, the authorities who are trained, highly trained in this, help sort it out, like rather than not say something and have it come back to bite you. So you can look at it that way that, I know it's hard sometimes to get somebody else involved, but
even just saying, like, look, this
nothing.
might be nothing, but I listen to a lot of true crime, and if it is something, I'd really like to know that I said something that could have been helpful in preventing something from happening and solving something that has happened, instead of like, do you know how many cold cases this country has?
Yeah.
Or it's just, it's really upsetting.
Yeah.
So many people don't have answers on the things that happen to their loved ones because, and somebody out there knows something about every single one of these cases. That's why I really like the work like podcasts like Crime Junkie and particularly that one does, where they really dig in and they bring awareness to things, even things that seem impossible to solve. And some things are getting solved. So, I mean,
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that was your last one?
That was my last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, tell me some place you would like to escape to.
My girlfriend Alicia from Florida is going to be back in Rapid City this weekend. Please pray for me. Party's on. So it's going to be fun.
Good.
Yeah. Be spending a lot of time at dive bars because that's her
jam.
That's her jam. And I'm going to be doing the best I can to protect my liver. So
protect the liver.
Protect the liver.
For sure.
Yeah.
And your brain.
Soda water, lime, make it look like I'm having an alcoholic beverage.
She won't hear this podcast before then.
Oh,
so
no.
Totally get away with it.
I totally can get away with it. But like we were, we had the reunion in town a couple weeks ago, last week. I can't remember now. Time is blurry and mushy and running together. But yeah, we were at Windsor Block, which I love Windsor Block.
Okay.
And I just started picking mocktails off of the menu. And some of those were so damn good. I'm like, I could do this and just socialize and not feel it, because I don't like to feel the impacts of alcohol. I never have.
Right. Same.
And so I'm kind of jumping on the I'll
The
have a
mocktail.
drink and then have mocktails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of vibing it. When they're not like we're trying to be like an alcoholic drink, because those usually fall flat.
Okay.
It's like when there's something just unique. So this one was like I don't have the name right, but it was like a chai, kind of like a chai latte martini, but no alcohol. It was so good. It had like some nutmeg and some egg white, and it was just really, it was an experience, and I loved it. So I had a couple of those and
Yeah.
went home and still, I loved my body. I did not abuse my liver. So
No headaches, no like
headaches, which
feeling
is
cruddy when
always
you wake up
great.
the next
No,
day.
I'm not.
Love it.
I'm just not. I'm over that. One of the college girls was trying to get me to do a shot. I'm like, no, I've learned how to set boundaries. We don't do that anymore.
Right?
She's like, what? I'm like, that was like 30 plus years ago.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not doing shots. So
I'm not 21 anymore. I can say no. Fun fact about that. I had somebody once who wanted me to go on a blind date, and I was like, this obviously before I met my husband, and I was like, I just can't. I could not bring myself to do it. I'm like, I have zero interest. And a friend of mine said, well, it's okay just to say no. And he said, I had a buddy who hates roller coasters, and we went to an amusement park, and he said no, and people gave him a hard time, and he's like, listen, I'm 25 years old. There's no peer pressure here. Just ride your ride.
yeah,
Like,
go have fun.
yeah, like
Do you need
I'm old enough to know I don't want to do it, and I'm
Yeah.
sticking with no.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
boundaries, people?
Yeah.
It's okay. Be
It's
yourself.
okay.
Tell
Yes.
people no. If somebody's
I
trying to peer pressure you about anything, they're not your friend. It's all
correct.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation, which is part of the reason we had to do a fun one because my brains started early. Yeah, we're going to head off, going to do a little Great Smoky Mountain touring and seeing family in Virginia.
Isn't that bourbon country? You're not a bourbon person.
I am not a bourbon drinker. I would guess yes, there is some of that there.
Me neither.
But no, it's going to be
Built-in
lovely.
gag reflex for
I'm excited. I have been to the Smokies one time for a day. So this will be a few days and then onward to the family that we see usually every year, barring some, unforeseen
drive
issues.
safe, have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We do drive, people. Say a prayer. Say a prayer
With kids in the car.
with kids.
With kids.
But I'm not driving solo. I have a husband
Yeah,
who
you did it solo last year, right?
I flew out last year.
They did it solo.
They did it solo. He did it solo going, and then I rode back with them. So, but there's many a time he drives and I don't know if he just thinks I'm a bad driver or if some of it's probably that, but most of it's that he just likes to drive. And he is a very good driver. And I would argue you heard it here first. He is overall probably a better driver than me. It's those fire trucks. If you can drive a fire truck and an ambulance, you are probably a better driver.
Yeah, you've got
than
some
I am.
mad driving skills.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This was fun. Thank
Good.
you. Thank
You're
you for the
welcome.
true escape. And thank you all for tuning in. You know,
Absolutely.
we appreciate you. And if you like what you heard, this was a silly episode, but we do more serious ones too. Please share it with a friend who you think might enjoy it. Follow, subscribe. Please download our episodes. It makes a difference as far as all our stats go.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes it's worth just having something just totally stupid and
Yeah.
not, it's a reset, right?
Yep.
So no judgment, clearly. But with your help, we can make a real difference in the world. If our podcast has inspired, moved, or entertained you, it would mean a lot to us if you took a moment to leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen. Broadening our reach means more ad revenue, which means helping more people escape the unthinkable things we talk about on this show. You can also support the show by becoming a patron at escapepod.live, which means a lot. For $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, you get access to gated content, more fun with us. You can connect with us on our socials through the website or send your thoughts and personal stories to justbecause at escapepod.live or escapeartist at escapepod.live.
We are closing the hatch on this episode of the Escape Pod. Remember, trauma may be inevitable. How you grapple with it is optional. So stay resilient.
And keep
Miming?
donuts? Miming. Keep miming. I like that one. Keep laughing, everybody.